Hello world, welcome back to another beautiful video on our NuWave Leadership YouTube channel. This is Vishnupriya Aristo, one of the co-founders of NuWave Leadership, and myself, Sabrina Lindner, the other co-founder of NuWave Leadership. And as always, today we have another very interesting question that we asked the collective of one, and we will discuss and present you with the answers. Over to you, Vishnupriya. What is the question for today?
Yes, so it looks like this is question number 11, and this is another favorite topic of mine, which is manifestation. And again, from a transformation, how I transformed in my life, manifestation was such a huge topic prior to this, prior to receiving this particular answer. And then after receiving this answer, I'm not even thinking anymore about any manifestations, which is interesting. So that's how this answer transformed me. But let's listen to what COO has actually said. So here is my question. How does manifestation look like in the 5D world? For example, someone wants to create more money and abundance in life or any particular type of success in a business. How would that manifestation process look like? Over to you, Sabrina. Please tell us what COO said.
Yes, and again, a beautiful answer from my perspective. So let's listen to it. First of all, a true 5D, again, the term, you can exchange it, but 5D society would not have any such needs for success, would have a very different perspective on success. In a 5D world, success would mean that you live in true love for the diversity and for the free flow of energy through you. So there would be a very different perspective of what success truly means. There would also be no need for the types of businesses that you currently run, which are totally 3D. Even in the attempts that have been made to create something new, it's still based on 3D thinking and not on the full perspective of what is truly the underlying force which exists, which is the purification process, the free flow process of energy. So if you want to start creating something that moves into that new way of being, then you would want to ask yourself how you can create a space that has no limitations, how you can really let go of the need for something, and how you can truly just focus on the present moment and that sensation that your energy can flow freely. If you focus on that, everything else usually falls into place. And the energy will show you what you need next. The energy will direct you as a human being, if you want to call it that way. It will direct you to your next step. It will direct you to the next beautiful place to go. It will direct you to the people to network with, to interact with. So it's a total dedication to sensing and feeling the energy and just letting it flow through you and then acting from that space. That's how manifestation would work. It is in fact an automatic process, but most humans do not understand that it is. And they interfere with it through all these strange practices that you have created based on beliefs, perspectives, and values that actually limit and stagnate the process of purifying the energy. Whew, what an answer. Vishnupriya, please give us your thoughts and your perspective
Wow.
here.
As I said, manifestation was such a huge topic for me prior to this answer. So for me, I approached manifestation from everything that I learned around law of attraction and the manifestation processes and principles that was taught to me was first I would set a particular intention around, especially around success, that I would define success as having a lot of money. Being successful in business, especially in my kind of business, means that I'm well known. I'm kind of popular and famous, and maybe there's a lot of followers, etc. So that's how I envisioned success, and I would say this is what I want to manifest, and then I would try to reach there, try to get it, and there's usually a need for it. There is, I want to make it happen, and there is so much of um, physical energy put into it. And when that doesn't happen, there is a lot of disappointment that I'm not able to make it happen. So, as you can see, the entire manifestation came from a lot of struggle, a lot of hard work, physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically. But after this particular answer, the first definition that changed was the definition of success, right? So, what if success is not having a lot of money or being famous or whatever it is from a very 3D perspective? Rather, success means that you are free flowing in every present moment in whichever way that energy is leading you, right? So, if that is truly success, and imagine a 5D society with all human beings following in the present moment their flow of energy, right? So, that's first element. And then the second element here that I really love in this question is the word automatic process. So, if you are a person who have been trying out different manifestation formula and stuff, one question that I would love for you to ask yourself is, even before you started any of the manifestation practices, life was still happening, right? So maybe you got into, in my case, as an example, I got into one of the best universities in the US. I was born and brought up in India, and that was one of my dreams, and I did get into it. But at that time, I did not know anything about manifestation and all of that. I was not doing any practices. So just taking that little example here. So this is what how I digested it, that yes, the life itself is an automatic process. Therefore, manifestation means everything that appears in front of you is a manifestation. So manifestation, therefore, is an automatic process. And its life itself is kind of a movie, if that metaphor helps, right? So we are just simply watching this beautiful movie of our life, which is an automatic movie. I am not the one that's creating it. Rather, the movie is already there. I'm just an observer observing this particular movie. So, here, as we can see, then if you ask me, how would you do manifestation stuff, or how would you live this 5D life? I would say I would be just in the present moment, flowing with the energy, seeing what excites me at every present moment, and just doing that. So that's how I would say it now. So over to you, Sabrina.
Yes, I absolutely love that perspective. And it also has a lot of the elements that stood out for me when I listened to this answer. And I wasn't exposed to manifestation theories or approaches for a very long time. And when I got exposed to it, the one thing that now looking back that was really stressful about them was that there was there was kind of that idea that it has to happen if I want it to happen, and that there's that pressure that if the manifestation doesn't occur in my life the way it should, the way I imagined it, then something is wrong with me. I'm doing something wrong, and my life is not turning out the way I want it to be because I am wrong or something inside me is not working properly. So I feel that creates a lot of judgments and a lot of slower moving energies, as we now know that's what they are when we have all those judgments. And when we can let go of that, that's actually when the beautiful movie plays out. And I can look at my life or my experiences when I was absolutely just following my excitement. Things were automatically happening. I didn't have to struggle for them. I didn't have to work hard for them. Not because I suddenly knew how manifestation works. It's because it's an automatic process then that when my energy flows properly and freely and fast, then things just take place, right? It's the automatism of it. So for me, again, just like I said in many other videos, it's the liberation that is behind that message that makes me feel so good about it, because it helps us let go of all those boxes and labels around success and how that movie called life should be happening, how it shouldn't be happening, and also around, am I good the way I am at this moment in time? Because the answer will always be absolutely yes, because you're just energy. So isn't that beautiful? Over to you, Vishnupriya. Anything to
Yes.
add?
So I hope this totally shifts, especially if you're coming from where I came from, doing a lot of hard work to make manifestation happen, then I hope this message specifically shifts and changes your perspective about life. And therefore, you can kind of take a step back, right? If you have been actively participating and trying to change life, it's like, trying to drive a manual car. Now, all of a sudden, you know that, oh, the car is actually automatic. There's a button I can push, and the car is going automatically. Now I can take a back seat, let the car go, and happily, look at both sides and all the beautiful destinations that this car is taking me. So that's a little metaphor of how life can shift and change through this little answer. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do like, share, and subscribe. And if any of these videos interests you, we invite you to our 5D living experiment. So just reach out to us if you're interested in joining us. Bye.
See you in the next video.